Hi, my name is Rosborough. Welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to be looking at the Behringer Super Fuzz. I love high gain pedals. I love playing super loud. And most of all, I adore fuzz pedals. And this is by far my favorite, and it costs like 20 quid. In this video, we're going to be looking at this little warrior of a pedal. We'll be looking at its features and going through it dry, and then also we'll be hearing it sort of in a demo setting as well, so you can hear how it might sound live on stage or in a recording. I'll be going through the pros and cons as well about Behringer pedals. Let's do that now. Behringer for years have been making really affordable pedals, and they get a bad rap. Maybe it might be because the guitar industry is based on big brands charging big prices. If you pay a lot, then it must be good. That is not the case, and in this channel we constantly try and strive to find stuff that's budget and super, and this Super Fuzz is exactly that. The main critique people have about Behringer pedals is the casing. It is a plastic casing. Now, a lot of people think that these are super breakable. Yes, they're called stomp boxes, but don't elbow drop your pedal, and it should last quite a long time. I've owned this now for about a year. I haven't had any problems at all. The plastic is hard plastic. It's not really that soft. The controls feel fine. They're not what you'd expect on, a 300-400 pound pedal, but they turn smooth, they feel pretty good. They do what they're supposed to do, and that's switch the controls. Now, the one thing I will say about Behringer pedals that is really annoying is where the battery's kept. You have to take out the pins on the side here and get in there and put your battery in. But if you are someone who is using effects pedals already, you'll be smart enough to invest in a little power bank, and you can just plug in the power on the side here. That's kind of the pros and cons about the Behringer pedal. Really, what we're looking at here is a very good clone. This is a clone of the Boss Hyper Fuzz. The Hyper Fuzz now would cost you literally hundreds of pounds. You can't really get it that much. And that is a clone of another fuzz. I think it's called like the Ultra Fuzz or something like that. And that's pure collectors, thousands upon thousands of quid. I got this for £20. Let's go through the features of this fuzz pedal. We've got our usual input and our usual output and our 9-volt power input. We've got a little mode switch. It has Fuzz 1, Fuzz 2, and then the boost function. We've got level, treble cut and boost, bass cut and boost, and gain. In terms of functions, it's really simple, which all fuzz pedals should be. And with the mode switch there, you've actually got 2 really sculptable fuzz tones there to work with as well, so 2 for the price of 1. Now, let's plug this fuzz pedal in and hear how it sounds. Okay, my guitar is straight into my pedal is straight into my amp is mic'd up with an AKG 214, and I'm running on the Logic Pro. This is a clean tone from my guitar, and both pickups. Let's see the first setting on the pedal. Let's get up and close. First of all, let's set everything to 12 o'clock. Let's hear Fuzz 1. That was a neck pickup. Let's hear the bridge pickup. Let's hear both pickups. Cool. Let's hear Fuzz 2 on the neck pickup. And the bridge pickup. And here's boost. Whoa, that's so loud. Probably doesn't come across well through the camera and through my microphone, but that is unbelievably loud in this room. Let's switch back to Fuzz 1. Let's see it at a low setting. Compared to Fuzz 2. So you can see Fuzz 1 really pushes the mids, where Fuzz 2 really scoops those mids out. That means that this pedal is quite applicable in a couple of different situations. It really depends on if you've got other guitars going, what the bass is doing, if there's a vocal going at the same time, which one of these settings will be most applicable, plus whichever one you kind of prefer. So let's go through Fuzz 1 and let's really focus and see if we can get a cool kind of sound off that. I'm getting kind of White Stripesy vibes off this pedal. Let's try rolling EQ way off. Try the opposite now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to boost the treble and I'm going to cut the bass. I kind of prefer just a little bit of treble and then a tiny bit of bass cut on it. It's so trashy, it's so garage rock, it just sounds almost like a synth, but not quite. It's got that kind of razor's edge to it. Let's hear it now with the scooped mids in Fuzz 2. Kind of similar settings as we had before. A little bit of treble up there, a little bit of bass cut, and about halfway game. This really works well. I find this is kind of cool when you want like a really trashy synth sound. Maybe you don't play keys, or maybe you just don't want to go for the atypical synth sound. Get a guitar, put a shed load of fuzz on it. Next, we're going to hear what this pedal sounds like in a demo situation. I've thrown together a quick song with bass, drums, guitar parts, and vocals, so you can see how this kind of pedal would fit in the overall spectrum of sound that you'll get with a full live band.
I know exactly how it all falls to pieces. I could orchestrate a fatal attraction, being the king of overreaction. I know exactly how to get what I want. I know exactly what to hide and what to flaunt. I could be everything that you wanted and some more. Just give me everything you've got. Just give me that control.
And that's the Behringer Super Fuzz. For me, I find this octave fuzz a really versatile machine. I think it's got super settings. I like the fact that you get both the push mids and the scoop mids as options. I think it sounds absolutely amazing, especially for 20 quid. So if you're someone who maybe doesn't have a fuzz and wants to try out especially an octave fuzz, I'd really recommend getting the Behringer Super Fuzz. It does the alternate rock shoegaze really well. It also does that kind of 1970s like riff guitar kind of thing in the background of songs. It's really good for that. It's also really good for a little bit more kind of harder garage rock as well. Although these are in a plastic enclosure, I find it really robust. As long as you don't go kicking it about the place, it should be completely fine. And I really do think it is a super purchase before you go diving into more bespoke and maybe handmade pedals, if you just want to try things out and see if it fits into your pedal board. So that's it from me in this video. I will be reviewing more fuzz pedals in the future. If you like this and you want to see more, please remember to like and subscribe. Until the next video, ta-ta for now.